Acts Church. Thank you for joining me. What I want you to do real quick is share this live with somebody you think will benefit from it. Share Acts Church with somebody real quick. Invite somebody. It might be 2 or 3 to 5, one person. I don't care. Just invite somebody. And when you come back, set your hearts and your minds on that of God. Whatever God is about to do, man, I'm super, super duper excited. I believe it's about to be incredible tonight, that he has a word. I was in prayer today, and he gave me a good word. So before I start, I'm going to give this word real quick. I've been talking to a few people for the last couple of days, and it seems like we're all in a season of transition. And it's weird out here, it's crazy out here, you know what I'm saying? Because you really don't know what's going on. Transition can be very, very crazy. It can be very, very weird, and it can be very lonely. It can be very scary, but it's necessary. And what God gave me today was managing the season of transition. So what he said was, it is a proven scientific fact that change is one of the most feared things that human beings encounter. We love stability. We love for things to remain as they are. We love for things to be the way we want them to be, which is comfortable. But the inevitable aspect of life is that it is always changing. It is one of life's most constant things. I feel that a greater part of our success as people is how we manage transition. We need to learn how to function and ultimately be successful in the season of transition. First of all, we need to understand the nature of transition. Transition really means moving from one point to another point. It is essentially just moving forward. When things begin to get a little shaky or unfamiliar or uncomfortable, we need to realize that God is taking us or trying to get us to another place. He is trying to reposition us. There are things you cannot get in the current space or place that you are in. God wants to strategically position you so that you will be able to access things that you could never get in the current place that you are. Losing a job is a challenge. Moving to a new city and getting to know new people is not just a perceived trauma, but it is real. Dealing with transition in your homes, in your families, things that are real jeopardy, we get it. But we need to remember that if God brought you to it, he will see you through it. If God brought you through this, if he's allowing it to happen, he's going to make sure you make it through it. And we must remember that the storm is not the destination, but it is the pathway to our destination. Woo! God has not forgotten us while we're in the storm, and we are still going somewhere. There is still divine purpose attached to who we are. So when we are led by God into situations that we cannot handle, we can be sure that he is going to show up and show out. If God presents us with a challenge bigger than us, you can be sure he is prepared to invest in us the resources necessary to meet that challenge. The trial did not come to master you. It came to mature you. The storm, the transition didn't come to master over you, but it was allowed to mature you. You see, where we many times miss it is in the transition. We know where we need to go. A lot of times we know what will happen when we arrive to the destination. But somehow we lose sight of all of that stuff while being in it. We forget who we are. We forget who's on board with us. and we forget what he says about us. But we must not forget in the darkness what God said and promised in the light. He never said there would be no challenges. He never said it wouldn't be scary sometimes or hard, but he did say we would make it. And that our destination or destiny is greater than the storm we're passing through. Woo! I'm sorry. I had to put that down. Our destination is greater than the storm that we're passing through. The transition is not just an unfortunate side effect. It is a part of your process. Before we can get from where we are to where we need to be, we will have to be convinced that God has what God has said about us. As long as we see ourselves as Egyptian slaves, we will stay in bondage to our past. The Israelites left Egypt, but Egypt didn't leave them. When we realize that what we possess is greater than the challenges that we face, then we will be ready to possess our promise. You are not what you used to be. You are better than the mistakes that held you back. You are growing because of your transition. So what I want you to do right now is think about where you are and understand that it's good for you. Although it might be a long storm, although it might be a rough storm, it might be an emotional storm, it might be a financial storm, whatever, understand that God has got you while you're going through it, and you will make it through it. Don't get weary in well-doing. Woo! For you will reap if you faint not. I said, don't get weary in well-doing, for you will reap if you faint not. For the race is not given to the swift. Come on, man. Nor the battle to the strong, but to the one who endures to the end. It's okay to go through this transition. You'll make it through. But while you're doing this, just wait on it. I promise. Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. And he will renew your strength. So wait, I say, wait on the Lord. Be of good courage. Wait on the Lord. And he will renew your strength. So wait, I say, I'm gonna wait on you. I'm gonna wait on you. I've tasted your goodness, and I'm trusting your promise. So I'm gonna wait on you. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on you. I've tasted your goodness. I've tasted your goodness, and I'm trusting your promise. I'm gonna wait on you. Said I'm gonna wait on you. I'm gonna wait on you. 'Cause I know at the end of this I will be alright. Wait on the Lord, wait on the Lord, he will renew you're in transition, wait. While you're going through your storm, wait. And watch God, keep on pushing you. He'll give you the strength to go. He'll give you the wisdom to go. Oh yeah, He will. Yeah. They shall mount up on wings like an eagle and soar. They shall run, not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. That's what happens when you wait. That's what happens when you wait. Oh, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like an eagle, and their soul. They shall run, not get weary. They shall walk and not faint. That's what happens when you wait. Oh, that's what happens. That's what happens when you wait. Strength is rising now. Hope is rising now. That's what happens when you wait. Joy is coming. Joy is coming. Joy is coming. Yeah. Peace is coming. Wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord. And He will renew your strength. And I say, wait. Oh, wait on the Lord. Be of good courage. Hey, don't rush. Be patient. Hey, yes, He will renew. I said, He will renew your strength. Some of you are tired, but He will renew your strength. Some of you are weary, but He will renew your strength. I know you've been waiting for a long time, but I promise He will. Yeah. I don't care what they say. I don't care what's looking like. He will renew your joy. Hey, you've been sad a long while, but He will renew your joy. And I know it might seem like it's a lot of chaos, but He will renew your spirit. That surpasses all understanding. He will renew. Hey, and at the end of it all, this is what He will give you. Oh, the victory is mine, yeah. Yeah. He will renew your strength. He will renew your strength. I've got the power to go on. I've got the power to go on. Yeah. And the joy of the Lord is my strength. He will renew your joy. If you need joy, He will renew your joy. And in the midst of your storm, He give you peace. He'll give you peace. All hell might be breaking loose, but God will renew. Yeah. And as long as He's with me, I've got the victory. I've got the victory. I've got the victory. I've got the victory. Yeah. He will renew your strength. He will renew your strength.